In this video, I will be showing you how to add a new file in what we call here Backoffice. Scroll down to the very bottom. Right here where it says Add New File, you're going to go under the transaction type, click the drop down. For this video, we're going to do a buyer transaction. We'll click Add New File. The first tab will be Main Info. Towards your left-hand side, we have various tabs that you will fill out as we go through this video. On this particular page, we're going to first go under Status, change it to Active. If you notice here towards the right, this area is grayed out. That is because this area is editable in another tab over here on the left-hand side. This assigned to one, your name automatically appears here. If you are working with another agent within First World Realty, you would click on the drop down, and as you can see here, all the agents' names appear. Here we have property type. We're going to choose residential. If it's commercial, then you would choose so. Go ahead and click Add. Up here on the right hand side, you would see main data information added successfully. That indicates it's saved and move forward. We are on the buyer's page. We will start with the first name. There are sometimes a buyer acting on behalf of a company. In that particular instance, you would put the company's name here. I'm just picking a random day here. And as you can see, right corner, successful. I want to go ahead and point out you do not have to go in order. As you get acquainted with the different tabs, you'll know where to go specifically to put that information in. If you wanted to, you can click it, fill it out, and go back to where you were. This page is to help you when asking your client what it is they are looking for. How many beds? How many bathrooms? Do they have pets? If yes, what is the weight of the pet? And if you notice, this area was gray. Now it's giving you the option to edit where they pre-qualified. And the criteria, successful. Then we're going to go to HOA condo. Now, if this particular property does not have a HOA, NA, everything grays out. No, add association and go to the next tab. However, if we do have, we need to indicate, put the association's name. Definitely want to put the person you spoke with and got any information regarding the association. A lot of times associations have a management company that runs everything. I want to go ahead and let you know, if this is an association that you've used before, there will be a option to click on the drop down and it will have saved association names. If you were using one you've used before, once you click it, all this information below would automatically fill in and you wouldn't have to re-enter every single time. Then we have your association fee. Many associations do have a monthly annual fee, a lot of the times an application fee. Is it necessary for an approval? Is there any restrictions? A lot of the times there is a credit restriction. If not, put NA. A lot of times there are parking restrictions. The owner may only have one parking spot. Sometimes more. Where the mailbox is located, that's definitely important. that client is going to want to know where to get their mail once they have moved in. Sometimes it's not always in a noticeable place. The approval date. Is there anything included? If it's not required, put not required. Now, if you were starting this file earlier on, come back at a later time when you're getting ready to upload your documents over here and come back to this tab and always switch it to approve later on. Sometimes there are more than one association. That might be something you want to put here in the additional information. And if there were two associations, both of them would show here. And let's go to the offers page. Now we are at the offers page. We would go ahead and enter the property address in which the buyer is purchasing. The offer amount. We're doing finance in this instance. When was the offer sent? Okay, now we are needing to add additional agent information. If you are also representing the seller, you would choose I am co-agent. If there is no other agent acting apart from yourself, you would select no co-agent. Once you select no co-agents, as you can see, the fields have been automatically filled. You would click add. I forgot the phone number. So let's click OK and go back. This is in red. That is meaning it is a required field. Anything bolded in red throughout any of these tabs is mandatory. Now going on to the seller page. These fields are great, but you can also see that it's filled out. That is because we've entered this information already in one of the previous tabs above. We're going to go ahead and click on the executed contract date. When you've received your inspection, it is a good idea to go ahead and just send a copy to your client. We would choose what type of contract it is. In this case, we're going to choose regular. REO would have been a foreclosure. And then since we've chose regular, the short sale fields are grayed out. No need to fill it out. And walkthrough dates, which is done right before signing. There will be times where there is an attorney involved. If so, yes. As you can see, there are saved attorneys. In this case, I'm going to choose not applicable. Is there a title company? Being that it is a finance transaction, we're going to choose our in-house title company, Quantum Title. The escrow deposits amount. Did you receive a copy of that letter? And add that information. Is there a lender involved? We're going to go ahead and choose yes. We have here our in-house lender, First World Home Loans, with our loan officer, Wayne. Let's add the lender. Now, as you get familiar with each tab, you'll move a little bit more fluent through each section. This was already filled. No need to add anything. As you can see, there's no option. Move on to the next. This is an important selection. Saved appraisers. You have a few options. Inspection period. Let's choose company. Dates. Important once again. When was it ordered? When was it received? And as you can see here, it's definitely asking for when you've sent your clients a copy for their records. Should be the same date. Okay, now we are at the closing summary page. As you can see, it has pulled all the information you have entered within the tabs over here towards the left-hand side. Now let's go into a little bit more detail with the commission section. If your gross commission is $10,000, your net commission $399, your admin fee $495. That is if First World has received two separate checks, one written out for commission specifically, and the second check written out specifically for the admin fee. If there was only one check sent to the office for commission, then we would subtract the $399, and then we would subtract the $495 from the $10,000, making the agent's commission $9,106 as opposed to the $9,601. Company lead. Was it or not? Don't think it's over yet. We have one last task. Adding all the documents. When uploading a document, the first thing you must do is select what kind of document it is you are uploading. You browse from your computer, upload the file, and do so. It would automatically populate here. There is everything you can think of. The addendum, the appraisal, the association approver certificate. There is no reason to have all documents uploaded under one PDF. In certain instances, if for some reason the name of that particular document you need to upload, you can choose the option other. Requirements before receiving commission, before being able to close out your file, a copy of the ID is a necessity. All the addendums. Sometimes there aren't anything additional. Sometimes there are 4 addendums. Property disclosure statements. This field would be filled out within the office. After everything is saved and all documents have been uploaded, as a reminder, if the fields on the left-hand side are in dark gray, that means information within these tabs are mandatory. Once you've completed the required information, go ahead and click your closing summary. Verify everything is correct. After everything has been saved, you will now be given the option to request a closing review. The office, as well as yourself, will now receive an email. It will prompt you to give the office at least 24 hours to review everything and to get your commission sent out to you by check or wire. The file will now be closed. And that is all that I have for completing back office on a buyer transaction.